blessed, be great, be you.
Family, welcome to another edition of The Father Fam on The Father Fam YouTube channel, y'all. Hey, before we get started, can y'all do me a favor real quick? Can y'all please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also share this video. We want to get this video out to as many people as we possibly can, all right? Family, all right? We've been on a roll, y'all. We've been on a roll. We had a couple of good episodes, all right? Last one was Breaking Bad Habits. Before that, Self Discipline. Before that, Father to the Fatherless. So I want to keep that momentum going, all right? And in this episode, I feel like it's important that we have the conversation that we're about to have. As you can see in the title was called Levels of Trust, okay? The title was called Levels of Trust. And I feel like it's important to have this conversation because a lot of us men, we struggle with that. We struggle with trusting people. Uh, I know me personally, I have struggled with trusting people, and and a lot of us have our different reasons. And a lot of the reasons come from stuff that happened to us in our past. You know, people being disloyal to us in our past, people hurting us in our past. Uh, I know for some men, it could have been that your father made a lot of promises to you that he didn't keep. And you still carry that with you to this day. And that's one of the main reasons that you don't trust people. Because if I can't trust my own father, why should I trust another individual? I get it, 100%. And, and a lot of us have dealt with some other things. I know for me, I've had trust issues in my past. And due to just being hurt, feeling like I've been taken advantage of, uh, and trusted folk that let me down. And uh, growing up, I was always that quiet person, man. For the people that grew up with me, know who I really am, uh, went to school with me. They'll vouch for me. They'll let y'all know, like, hey, man, I was a quiet person. I didn't talk much. Which is more reserved, stayed to myself most of the time, and and part of the reason for that was because I had trust issues. I really did. It was just hard for me to trust people, and I was very observant. Certain people would say good things and kick it like they boys with a group of people, and then turn around and they talking about them and all that, and I've had it done to me, and I just really struggle with trust. So I tried to really, what I'll say is, I tried my best to guard my emotions, to just guard my feelings because I didn't want to get hurt. And I'll say this: I look back at it now, and I ain't gonna lie, I regret it. I really do. I regret it, and I hate saying regret. I hate saying that word regret, man. But I do. I regret not being more open to people and speaking more and talking more, because building the friendships and making the connections, that's a major key into being successful. Networking. We always hear about that. When you can learn that at a younger age, that just puts you that jump starts you into doing great things early. Communication with different people, and just connecting with different people at an earlier age, that can do wonders for you. And I just felt like I truly missed out on that, just because I was just guarding my emotions and my feelings and all that stuff back then. And it's not too late, because I've gotten better. Even the past couple of years, I've gotten better with communicating, and I've made the effort to step out my comfort zone. Like I said, this is me being in front of the camera right now. It's out of my comfort zone. People don't know me for being a talker, but I'm here in front of the camera because I feel like this is what God has called me to do, and I'm here to fulfill the purpose that God has for me. And I'm here. So I've gotten better over the years just with my communication and just how I speak to people. Trust is important, especially when you've got big dreams and you got big goals for yourself that is real big, where okay, you're gonna need people that see your vision somewhat the same way that you see your vision, to help elevate you to that next level, to where you want to go in life. Okay, so we gotta be able to trust some people. And I'm not gonna say trust anybody. I'm not saying trust anybody. Don't get that. I'm not saying trust anybody, y'all. You definitely got to make sure that the person that you're trusting is worthy of being trusted. We ain't throwing that out the window. All right, you gotta make sure that person is worthy. Uh, but for me, I trust people at levels, straight up. And, and what I mean by that, for example, I could trust you with the keys to my car, but I won't trust you with the keys to my house. If that makes sense, all right? Or like another example, I could trust that you'll pay me back $20, but I'm not gonna trust that you're gonna pay me back 100. Straight up, like that's just how I move. So it's levels. Like Meek says, it's levels to it. Levels to the trust. Now I'm open to trusting more people, and I'm open to give. All I'm saying is giving people that chance, but actually having them show themselves. But also, when you do that, also be willing to have the same thing done to you. Somebody test you. So I expect the same thing from other people. So other people that meet me and our connection is pretty good, and we're trying to see, okay, can this be a relationship here that we can, where we can be cool and actually be friends down the line, and we see the potential in that friendship. I should expect to be tested, just like the person that I'm building that relationship friendship with should be expected to be tested as well. All right, and I feel like it's very important to handle it that way, and just not to just dismiss everybody. I know some men out here, it's hard for some men to trust people. I get it. But especially when you have a big goal, you have a dream that you're trying to accomplish, it's very important that we're able to put people in a position that we trust to turn our dream into reality. All right? Because a lot of us have big dreams. Like for me, I have a big dream with this father family and the vision I have for this thing, and I need people to help me. The way I want this thing to be, I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need people, but I gotta be able to trust people. So I'm like I'm evaluating people now. I'm evaluating people, seeing who I can trust and put them through the test. And when I say test, it's putting people through tests, man. Hey, look, it's a kingdom principle, y'all. It's a kingdom principle. All right, and I can tell you a scripture. Luke 16 verse 10. Now, that's the NIV version, all right? NIV version is, whoever is trustworthy of little things will be trustworthy of much. And whoever is dishonest in little things will be dishonest in much, right? So that means that if you're not trustworthy in the little things, then you're not going to be trustworthy in the big things. So if I'm testing you in the smaller things and you let me down, all right, now I know that more than likely I can't trust you with something major. And I keep it moving. I'll kind of rear off of trust real quick and go to life, how we manage our lives and how we run our lives. We got to be able to manage the small things that we have in life. We got to be able to manage the things that's in front of us, so that we'll be able to manage the things that's ahead of us. Let me say that again. Repeat what I said. You got to be able to manage the things that's in front of you, so that you'll be able to manage the things that's ahead of you. All right? Very important. And those are the small things around us. That could be, our household. That could be our marriages. That could be the friendships that we have. Just managing, being sure that we are doing the things that we need to do to be able to prepare ourselves to be elevated, to manage greater things, to have more things. If I can't manage the little bit of money I have to pay my bills, how do I expect to manage a multi-million-dollar company? So we got to take all of that into consideration with our lives. So making sure we put ourselves in the best position with managing the small things we have, so we can be elevated into greater things. And I feel like it was important for me saying. I know it's off topic a little bit, but it's very important for me to say that. And I feel like God put that on my heart to share it with you. Also, I put it out there, okay? And also the other introverts out there that aren't talkers. Yeah, I want to give y'all a word of encouragement as well. Look, your voice matters, okay? Your voice matters. Uh, and what I'll say is, to me, I feel like some of the most intelligent people that we have on this earth are ones that were introverts or are introverts, and they're very intelligent. And the reason why I say that is because this, for one, there's a lot of uh, motivational speakers and that I've listened to, and a lot of them say when they was growing up they weren't speakers for one. And I'm like, yo, like it's crazy. A lot of them say that, and then and and now they're like some of the greatest talkers and greatest speakers ever. And another reason why I would say that is because a lot of the introverts, a lot of the people that don't talk, they're great listeners. So they receive information better than other people. I mean, a lot of introverts are great listeners, and they take in a lot of stuff. And they just don't say certain things. But if they would say some of the things that they were thinking in their mind, a lot of those things could be very powerful, and it could change a lot of people's lives. Um, so that's why I encourage the introverts to speak and to talk. Man, look, God gave us a mouth to eat and speak. Uh, we're supposed to be social creatures. I had to recognize that myself. We're supposed to be out here talking. Now, I know we have some people. We have some people out here that talk too much. That we want to shut up. I get that. We got some people out here that run their mouth too much and talk too much. I get it. I get that. Some of them, those people, they need to tone it down a little bit. Calm it. I get it. All right, but overall, we got to speak up and talk, man, because it's very important for us to do that, because we never know who we're missing out on talking to that could really get us to our dreams and our goals. Um, if we just listen, we could have had somebody in our lives that walked by us and we didn't say nothing to, that could have been a big piece to us accomplishing our goals and our dreams. And you don't want to miss out on that. All right, you don't want to miss out on that. And then also, for the men that are dealing with the trust issues from their past, don't let your past trauma, your past hurt, your past pain, your past disappointments affect your future. Don't let that happen. All right, that stuff is in the past. Don't carry it into the future. All right, don't carry it into the future. You got great things ahead of you, and there's a lot of great people out here that see it, what you're doing. They're gonna be willing to help you, and and you just got to be able to trust them. And like I said, test them. Don't be afraid to test people. Don't be afraid to test people, man, and see if they're worthy of your trust. All right. When we decline to trust people, we potentially limit the level of success that we could possibly have. All right. And we don't want to do that. We want to be able to get to the highest level that we possibly can, be the best people that we can be, trust the right people that are worthy to be trusted, um, and, and, and move forward in life. And don't let our past affect us. I think that's all I had to cover, y'all. I think that's all I had to cover. This wasn't a long video. I just wanted to give y'all something on trust a little bit, and just to give y'all encouragement to trust some people a little bit more, all right? Cause we can trust folk. We can trust some folk. Just let's have levels to it. Let's have levels and test people, and don't be afraid to be tested. All right. But that's gonna wrap up the video. All right. But before we go, we always gotta say our saying. All right. First time viewers, the ones that are tuning in for the first time, uh, just follow along with us. And the ones that been here, y'all already know what it is. All right. But the saying is, be blessed, be great, be you. No one is better at being you than you. All right. And then also, guys, make sure, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video. We want to get this video out to as many people as we possibly can. All right. All right. Think that's it, y'all. I'm out. Love y'all always, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. All right. Peace.